What is going on YouTube? It is Patty Ice. So I promised a Pokemon series. We have Pokemon Emerald, and we are gonna get started with it. Let's set our character up. Alright, sorry about that. Just setting up the little things. So, I'm not gonna read this to you, but you guys can... It's the intro. You get Pokemon. He throws out a Lotad, which is absolutely useless, by the way. So, here we go. Alright. We are just going to straight up do my nickname, Pat, instead of our... Some YouTubers who do Pokemon series do their name, Pokemon, or YouTube channel name. I just didn't care. So, alright. I've played the game before 1,000 times, so... Yeah, for some reason, you get to ride in the back of the moving truck instead of the front. Like, seriously? You're with all the boxes. Okay, so I have to set the clock, and this... Yeah. Alright. And the reason why you hear the music sometimes speed up, well, actually I checked it, and music doesn't really affect it at all, is because the sound I turned down. So right now, it's 2:30... Yeah, it's close enough. Alright, so we're setting our game clock, which will help us with game important events. So there's an item in here, so we'll just grab that real quick. So I'm not going to do like all the instructions or anything like that. I know how to play this game. In fact, Alright, so just getting along the storyline. So you have to go to May's house, who is your neighbor, and eventually... your rival in the series, but she's not much of a rival. She is basically a pushover. So let's go start our adventure. Oh yeah, by the way, there we go. Yeah, so this is the Professor of Pokemon, and he's being chased around by, of all things, a Zigzagoon. And I just chose my starter Pokemon without explaining to you guys my choice. So Torchic, as many of you know, is the favored Pokemon in favorite choice. So Torchic becomes Blaziken, which is one of the best damn starter Pokemon in the history of starter Pokemon. And yes, you can say what you want about Swampert and Sceptile. So, alright, so now he gives you the Pokemon, and we'll name him. So we are going to name him He's going to be an old favorite of mine. This is what I always named my Blaziken, and thank God it's a male. Alright, so I did a test one, and unfortunately I didn't really like the nature on my test. What do you call it? Test recording. I just wanted to see how the sound worked and everything. It seemed okay. So, we're going to test out, see... Ooh. Oh, boys. Okay, this might be a problem. God damn it. I think I'm going to have to be right back. So, I'm back, guys. Sorry about this. I'm going to show you what nature this is, and I'm going to explain to you why this may not be the best nature in the world, but we're going to have to deal with it. Okay. Oh. I'll try and cut that part out. Okay, so... So we're going to a website called PokemonDatabase.net. This is where I will get, So we're going to go to... let's just type him in. So this is what Torchic evolves into. Now, alright, so let's pull up this. Where is the natures chart? Here it is. Okay. So, I'll show you again. As you can see, this Torchic is Jolly nature. So, the nature on that suggests right here, plus speed minus special attack. So, we're going to look at it from the Blaziken's point of view. Here is the speed, and here is the special attack. So it is not the best one in the world, but the problem is he's pretty damn fast. 80 speed is considered to be average, but special attack is his bread and butter, unfortunately. So we might have to make him an attacker. So I'm going to show you his moves. So when he evolves, he learns Blaze Kick. Now Blaze Kick, as you can see, this blue dot right here, indicates that it is a special attack. That's his signature move, high critical hit ratio. That's the problem. However, he knows Slash and Sky Uppercut. So Slash and Sky Uppercut are both attacking moves, and we'll go back to his stats. As you can see, his attack is actually his highest stat. So this could be worse, but we'll go with it. So there are a bunch of TMs he's going to learn. I'm probably going to throw... Shit, I don't know. We'll have to... This is going to be a rough start. So right now we are just getting started on our series. It feels a little slow for some reason, but I know it's not. So we're just going to train him up a little, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, we're back a little, folks. We're just giving you a little update on the story. We have made it to the second town. This guy brings you over to the Pokemart, shows you all the important stuff. He gives you a potion for free, which is nice, because that's $200. So we're going to go heal up our Pokemon. Torchic is now level 8. So we won't dive... The reason, I guess I didn't explain this to you guys earlier, but we're going to dive into some stats in this series, but I know that's not what you guys necessarily want to see. Oh, that's not good. So, the reason why I do the stat and the nature thing, I showed you guys that was to show you a little bit as opposed to a smarter, more competitive angle of Pokemon. Because this Generation 3 this is what this generation is. If you hear me slapping the keyboard, that's me moving the character around and fighting. But Generation 3 is when competitive Pokemon actually starts to take off. Yes, there is such a thing as competitive Pokemon. If you look it up, it's pretty popular, well, in a select group. So we're going to get this Torchic up to level 10 here. That way we can just roll right over May, because she has a level 5 Pokemon. You're supposed to basically just walk over and beat her. But that's kind of sad. And besides, having a stronger level Pokemon in the game is a nice advantage. It allows you to not lose against trainers. It allows your progress to at least go forward. This is a level 4 Poochyena, and I just two-shotted it. That's nice. So the thing is, Generation 3 introduces a new thing called EV training, which allows your Pokemon to train based off of the, hey, you learned Ember, sweet, okay. Based off of the stats. So Poochyenas, they designate stats to certain Pokemon, and when you kill them, you get the stats. And then you have a certain number, so it's like 512, I think, so usually people try and max out like 2 stats. Poochyenas give attacks, so I guess this is not bad for our Torchic, but at this point in the game, it actually doesn't matter. I just one-shotted a Wingull. Alright, let's go fight May. So as you can see, she's got a level 5 Mudkip. And, well, I basically 3-shotted it, so that won't do anything. The reason why I don't have any other Pokemon yet is because you actually have to beat her, go back through Odale Town and Route 101, and go back to the lab, where she gives you the Pokeballs instead of out there, because, you know, storyline. Oh, and you get the Pokedex, because that's kind of important. Now, the thing is, I have never really done a Pokedex challenge. Oh, also, your mom comes in and gives you running shoes, which, by the way, in this fast-forward version, are basically faster than a bike in the regular version. Watch this. Bang. You will fly across the map. Also, let's go in here. I think she heals your Pokemon. Yep. Alright, so... yeah, this is kind of dumb. In the fast-forward version, running is like riding a bike. You don't really need a bike. Okay, so we are going to start looking for our Pokemon, guys. So, one helpful Pokemon to have at the beginning of the game is actually a Zigzagoon. I'll explain this to you guys in a second, but Zigzagoon has a helpful I guess, ability. Yeah, I think they're called abilities, right? Yeah, it's abilities. All right, so helpful abilities. So Zigzagoon has an ability called Pickup, which if you walk around, he picks up items for you, and that's for free. And at that point in an early game, Zigzagoons have been known to pick up some stupid stuff. I've once had a Zigzagoon pick up an Ultra Ball when I was less than 5 minutes into the game. Ooh, this thing's level 4. Let's try and catch it. All right. Well, he had an Orange Berry. Well, that's fun. And I just critted it. Great. All right, now I gotta go find another one. All right, level 3. All right, so that'll do. Pun. And we got it. All right, we won't name it just yet because there's actually a name rater at Slateport City, I think. So that would be a couple episodes later. So we're going to probably do 20-minute episodes is what I'm looking on. So right now we're approximately 13 minutes, but I have to cut about a minute of it out. So we are looking at about 12 minutes. I'm looking for a third Pokemon right now. It is a Wingull, as you might be able to guess. Now, the Wingull is helpful early game. The Wingull is the exact opposite, or not exact opposite, or good against Torchic type. It's water flying, so water flying allows it to, need some type coverage. So right now I have a normal Pokemon, and let's see about Miss Zigzagoon. See, look, already has an item. What could it be? Let's find out. Antidote. Free $200. So Hardy Nature, that is a neutral nature. If I'm stupid, call me stupid, but we're not actually gonna. We're not yet. It's neutral attack, but we're not actually gonna use this Zigzagoon. It's just we're just using it to pick up items, and then it'll eventually be an HM slave, basically, so I can use it for like cut and stuff. All right. So the reason why I'm not actually getting a Poochyena right now is because we don't need it. I looked at Poochyena's stats. It's not that great. In the bald form of it, yeah, not that good. Roasted. All right, so once we get him, okay, I'm looking for a Wingull, and it seems it doesn't want to give me one, so we're gonna have a slight problem here. Okay, level 12. All right, so now we're gonna use this thing. There we go. Right up the ladder. Cool. Alright, if you can either deal out a critical or miss a tackle, that would be perfect. Okay, so I don't know why this is running a little slower than normal. Maybe it's probably because of the recording program. So yeah, it might be. Or it might be just the graphics on this computer. I don't know. Hey, don't miss. Tackle has a 95% accuracy rating, so if the tackle misses, you kind of have a right to be mad. Yay, there is a Wingull. It is at level 2, so let's try and be careful with it. Don't kill it. Thank you. Alright, now we have a Wingull. Flappy Bird. In reference to one of the worst apps ever to come out of the iPhone, Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird was either 2011 or 2012. God damn. That was one of the... Oh, hey, look, you have an item. What is it? Another antidote. For me? Thank you. Alright, so we'll get Mr. Zigzagoon up to level 6, and I will be right back. Alright, folks, we are back. I was going to get him to level 6 and show you, but he's actually 7 XP away from level 7, so we'll get that up. And I just picked up another item off my Zigzagoon, which is an X attack, but those are actually good for selling. I'll explain that in a second here, because sure, they actually are useful. You really just have to tackle, too. God damn it. Alright, so, and here is my Wingull. He is level 4 because he's actually been, well, doing what seagulls do, which is scavenge, but he's been scavenging some kills and he's gotten some free levels. So we're going to go get some items from the market. Alright, so okay, so let's get some Pokeballs. Potions? Ooh, okay. I forgot about the early game money management system. Alright, so we'll get 2 of those. And 1 of those. Alright, so, oh, let's sell the X attack for some money. Alright, how much will this sell for? $250, not bad. So that paid for 1 of my awakenings. So we are going to go back here and we'll get Flappy Bird here up to like level 6 or 7. I'll be right back with you guys. And then we'll start fighting some trainers and end off the first episode. Alright, see you guys. Folks, we are back. We are going to start training up Mr. Flappy Bird here, who has a brave nature, by the way, which is actually not the worst thing in the world for Wingull. It's not going to be used anyway. That's plus attack minus speed. This thing's a neutral nature. I just picked up a repel off of him just a second ago, so... Alright, so this is our first trainer, and he throws out, I believe, a Poochyena, so yes. And 2-shotted. Pretty damn easy. See, they start off easy, and then they get harder. So we're gonna get him a free level here, I think? No, he's not gonna grow 1, but I think if we do if we find another Pokemon here... Aw, man! It's Examplemon. This is, the Lotad in the beginning that Mr. Birch throws out. Really? You just missed a tackle, too. So, the reason why my Zigzagoon's not getting hurt is actually because Lotad is using a ghost type move against the normal type, so that's why he's not getting hurt. Doesn't affect him. And you just one-shot at a Wormhole. Nice job. And Supersonic. Alright, cool. Now, Supersonic sounds like the coolest move alive. Except for the fact that it literally just confuses the opposing Pokemon. Well, but Supersonic is useful because in early game, if your Pokemon are weak, the confusion strat is so that way sometimes they hit themselves instead of you, which is a double bonus because that way you don't take the damage and they take some damage on it. So we're going to shuffle around some moves. Alright, and then, yeah. Alright, so we just fought a couple trainers. We're gonna, we'll clear up, I think, 1 or 2 more trainers and then we'll call it for the episode. Because episode 2, we're gonna do something a little bit special. It's mostly related to the story, so. Just letting you know. Alright, so Flappy Bird, he's looking pretty good so far. Alright. Yay, did you become a trainer? Of course I did. Shut up. Get your stupid raccoon thing out of here. Level 8. Alright, a Taillow. Now, that is a Pokemon... Taillow, I've decided not... There are early game Pokemon that you should get because they're actually pretty damn nice. And Taillow is one of them. So we're going to clear up the route of trainers. Seems pretty easy so far. Oh, this is actually going to be a problem because I just critted it though. That was awesome. Hey, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Are you going to hit the Supersonic or not? I could have killed it by now, but I'm being an idiot, so excuse me. See, there we go, we got it. Alright, and there's a Pokeball down here. Let's just go grab that. It's a potion. And, oh hey look, Zigzagoon has another item. So, we'll take the item from him, like her again. Sorry, I almost called it a guy. Alright. Okay, so what item do you have? A potion. Hey, we just got one of those, see? Okay, now we're in some business. I did not expect to get this in episode 1, in fact, at all. So this is a Ralts. Please don't kill it. Alright, that'll work. I don't Okay, so the thing with Ralt is we better get nice nature, please. That's a neutral. We'll take it, I guess. So we have just entered Petalburg City. That is our third stop. Alright, so that killed up our Pokemon. This has been episode 1. I hope you guys have been hope you guys enjoy this series, because this is gonna ramp up quickly. This is gonna be real fun. This has been Patty Ice. I'll see you guys.